Alright, so today we're talking about some breaking news. This broke yesterday that the Cincinnati Bengals are planning a $1.2 billion renovation to their stadium and the surrounding grounds. This would be mainly funded by the public through taxpayer money and would be updating the stadium as well as the surrounding grounds. So we're going to be taking a look at some of the updates they have planned to see if it's worth it or not for that $1.2 billion price tag. I'll show some before and after photos here in a minute, but we'll look through everything kind of coming new to the stadium. So they'd be updating the rooms on both end zones, kind of the area there, the boxes, stuff like that. They would be updating the scoreboard in the stadium, redoing kind of the seating in the upper end zone, adding, I think, a new restaurant up at the top there on the end zone. This right here, a new bar or restaurant, whatever it would be. This would be new. The party deck, south end zone party deck. And then here they would be adding lots of stuff to the outside. I'll show some before and after photos here in a minute. But yeah, they would be adding a training facility, some practice fields. They would be adding new parking over there. They would also be adding this walkway along the water, which would be open all year round. This would be a park for the public, which is a very nice thing. Especially you'll see what this was before. Very big improvement. Especially just a big improvement for downtown in general. But yeah, it would be open to the public all year, of course, which is a very good thing. Here would be the practice facility, the indoor practice facility. I mean, there's not much to really look at there. But now we get to some before and after photos here. So this is the other side of the stadium. Also, this is the south end zone, I believe, so you can see kind of the changes here. But this is what it looks like now, and here is what the renderings are projecting for this side of the stadium. So as you can see, much nicer looking. There would be trees, walkways along the road, just clean it up a lot. As well, there would be some, updates to the stadium, as you can see right there. If you want to go back, you can see kind of what it is now, and then what the updated look would be looking like. But yeah, so then we'll move to the kind of front of the stadium or whatever. I guess you could call it the front of the stadium over here. Here's what it would look like after. They're obviously adding some big scoreboards out here, kind of updating the plaza, making more room to walk, making a more open area, which, I think is a pretty good improvement. Again, now I'll say this for the price tag though, $1.2 billion. That is a very hefty price tag for renovations. That's almost enough to build their own stadium. A whole new stadium. So I'll talk and see if this is really worth that much for renovations, because obviously they would, if they're going to spend $1.2 billion on renovations, there's no way they're getting a new stadium anytime soon, because this would just become a complete waste of money in that case, which I'm sure people would not be happy about. So obviously this would be kind of sealing that they're not getting a new stadium for a very long time. Because if they did, it would be a huge waste of money. But yeah, we'll move to this, which is the biggest improvement. Obviously, you can see what it is right now. Literally a port, or not a port, but it's like almost an industrial zone. They have looks like a training tent over here, some fields over there. And then you saw already what the after looks like, much better. I mean, they have the new parking with, kind of grass parking to, keep the asphalt down, keep some trees up. The walking area, the practice fields, the new indoor practice area, as well as the scoreboard over there. It's a pretty big improvement. We'll go to what it looks like here up close, and then here's what the changes will be like in the stadium. So this is what it looks like now. This is the south end zone, as you can see, and then this is what it would look like afterwards. So they're kind of redoing the south end zone the most for for the changes in the stadium. Like I said, they're adding that room in there with the, I'm sure that's what you, not this, I don't think these are the suites, but it's like something along those lines. They're adding that down in the end zone. They're adding new kind of seating up higher, because it does look like they would remove some seating. I think they would actually lose some capacity with this. It looks like they would to me, because there's quite a bit of seating there in the end zone, and it looks like they would not replace all of that as they're replacing it with that room instead right there. But yeah, that is the changes to the stadium. $1.2 billion is a lot. Now, obviously, there's a lot of stuff going around outside the stadium, more than there really is in the stadium. These are the main changes in the stadium. So it's really more of a park project plus a training facility, and then some changes to the stadium. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on this. Do you think this is worth it? $1.2 billion price tag for these renovations and updates around the stadium. Yeah, this again broke just yesterday. It's still proposed. It's not, a final decision yet if they're going to be doing it or not. So we'll see what happens in regards to this. I'm sure I'll post a video updating you if this does get approved. But yeah, see you in the next one.